Greetings, fellow stargazers. It's a good night to be with you, and we're here to give advice for those not asking it of us. Except for one. One question is of us. The rest are of the world, and we intercepted it like a good defender and ran the other way with it.
Why are you doing a Jean Dupont impression from Foxcatcher?
Jean Dupont? I don't know who this is.
Oh, you ever seen Foxcatcher?
No, I don't think I have.
Jean Dupont, part of the Dupont family, really rich guy, would just pour money into the wrestling team for the USA in the 80s and early 90s. And he was an odd guy, and he kind of went crazy and ended up shooting and killing one of the wrestlers who's paranoid, schizophrenic. Yeah.
So did I sound like him just now?
You actually did. Like, at least the Steve Carell portrayal of him. It's interesting.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Yeah.
So we decided to take to the internet and find some people asking questions that we felt qualified.
We can give answers. We can give advice.
Yeah. And we asked of a couple of our friends.
Yeah.
We got one question that we feel
we can answer.
Yeah. And that was,
well,
are you ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
I know that you can answer this.
I can answer.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck's name was Chuck and he chucked wood?
I thought, okay.
Is that right?
I think so, but the question isn't how much would he chuck?
Yeah.
How far would he chuck it? Because when you think of chucking, you're like...
You just answered a question with a question.
But, like, I don't think that's what it means. How much
wood could a woodchuck
chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? And, woodchuck's about this big. I would say...
Is that what they do, is they chuck it?
They chuck it.
They don't eat wood?
I don't think they'd eat it. I think they, chucking it or chucking it. So I'd say, depending if it's underhand... maybe a yard or two. Overhand, depending on how much he practices.
Yeah.
He could probably go over home plate.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
well.
feel like he could shot put it.
Yeah.
He could shot put it. He could chuck it.
It really depends on a variety of factors.
Yeah.
The size of the piece of wood, the weight of the piece of wood,
and if his name is actually Chuck.
And if his name is Chuck. Woodchucks named Chuck, scientifically proven, they can chuck wood farther and more of it than any other woodchuck.
Yeah. The Chuckwood woodchuckers.
Yes. So if you have a woodchuck, name him Chuck.
Whew. I feel like I just missed out on a really good PSN ID. The Chuckwood Woodchucker. That'd be a great name to see. That would pop up.
I'm gonna create a new account just for the heck of it, and then pay the extra $50 per year because
we can't change it anyways. So you just have to make another one. Yeah. All right. So what's an actual question?
All right. Well, that was an actual question, but we have some other questions. I went to Yahoo Answers and to see what do they have. So the first one we have is just help. I'm bored.
Oh, is that the question?
That's the question. Help. I'm bored.
So we're assisting them.
Yeah.
In finding something to do.
I'm bored. Help me, and just help. I'm bored.
All right.
What he posts.
Well, the first thing I would do is say someone called into say we had a hotline for this, and they said help. I'm bored. I would say okay. Where are you right now? Say they were like, well, I'm in my room. Well, do you have any video game consoles? No. Man, did you ever get into Pogs? I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm only, 18. So we'd be like, all right. Well, I mean, do you like music? And then we're like, yeah. I'm like, well, can you just make some up? No. I'm like, well, you're really not giving us much help here. And you're like, now I'm bored. What should I do? We were kind of helping each other out, and then we'll just hit a silent lull, and we'll both be bored. That's my. Now I'm bored. You go.
Well, first off and foremost, watch the Night Blog.
Well, now. I'm bored.
I'm going to self-promote. Watch the Night Blog. And then you might...
Boy, if you're so bored, you should just go ahead and subscribe and like.
Yeah, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share. Watch the Night Blog. And then slit your wrist.
No, me.
Oh, you.
Okay.
Then, don't do that. Don't do the last part. We don't advocate that. But
don't be bored. There's no reason to be bored. There are things to do.
There are things to do. Sonic fan art, as we talked last week. You can. That's a hole in the internet there.
That's. I mean, if you're real bored.
Or my favorite thing on Reddit is a subreddit, Pro Revenge.
Oh, I love Pro Revenge.
Oh, so many good stories there. I
know. It's great. It's almost because you know when you watch those movies that are purely just about retribution.
Yeah.
It's like story after story.
Like this past season of Game of Thrones is just... I haven't watched the last episode yet, but it's just like poetic justice every episode. Do you watch it?
No.
Okay.
I plan to one day.
Okay. I'm going to tell you this. When crap is hitting the fan in the first 2 seasons, you're like, oh, come on. Yeah, come on. No. Poetic Justice is just 4 seasons away.
4 seasons. Oh, good. It's right around the mile.
Yeah, but they're 10-episode seasons. Not
That's
like,
not bad.
20.
That's not bad. I mean,
anyway.
when we used to watch things like Smallville, looking at like 22, 24-hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
Then the writer's strike ruined everything. Now they get like 6 breaks during the season.
It's probably get better content. Anyway,
what do we got?
PS4 or Xbox One?
My answer for this is always the same, is which exclusives do you care about? Are you an Uncharted, Injustice, not Injustice, I'm sorry, Infamous. Are you on that side of it? Or are you big into Halo, Gears of War? You balance those, and that's how you decide. Because otherwise, there's not a big enough difference. Yeah. The ones that are multi-plat, unless you literally get there and count the P's, the resolution is not big enough difference. The multimedia facets of both match each other. PlayStation Vue versus Sling, there's not a big difference. They both now play music live while you're watching games. There's not enough there for me to say one of them, but...
And I guess controller preference as well.
That's true. I like the DualShock 4. I've used them both, but I do like the tactile response of the rumbles in the Xbox One. That's cool.
Yeah.
But if I had to say, honestly, PS4, because I like their exclusives better.
That's where I lean. I mean, they're just doing the more interesting stuff story-wise.
I agree. See, 360, I was all 360, and I had my PS3 as just an auxiliary.
That's kind of what I had.
And I switched for this one.
That's what I did as well.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to pay full price for an Xbox One.
No.
I'm getting it on sale.
I won one from the Mountain Dew Doritos. I worked hard for that, okay?
you still have... I remember finding you at the grocery store.
With just a cart full
of
Dew.
Doritos and Mountain Dew. And I kind of looked at you, and I said... Before I could even get the question out, I was like, Mountain Dew giveaway. Or no, Mountain Dew Xbox One giveaway. And I said,
you're just like...
Say no more. I get it.
Walk along. We had trash bags of Doritos.
I bet. I still have the Mountain Dew and Doritos left over from that.
I'm still recycling Mountain Dew 2 liters.
Remember, just bottle after bottle after bottle.
Dude, they were so cheap at Walmart, and yet they gave you the biggest point yield. There was like a subreddit where they came up with like an equation of the best way to get the most points possible, and that's how I won an Xbox.
That is,
I worked hard for it.
You worked hard for it. You're still working hard for it.
Still, I'm trying to work it off is what I'm doing. Okay, what do we got?
Okay, this one, that's just a little preview thing. I got to read to you.
I just saw one word.
The whole question.
Okay, read me the whole question. Okay. I won't look.
I feel bad for this person. Anyway, my husband does sex in front of his family with me. Ellipses. I don't like this behavior of him. Ellipses. He has no control on doing sex. Ellipses question mark?
He has no control on doing sex, eh?
Good.
Okay, read it. Now read it just full, like one quick time through.
My husband does sex in front of his family with me. I don't like this behavior of him. He has no control on doing sex.
No control on doing sex. Does sex in front of his family with me.
Like, what does that mean?
But now, isn't this like a team sport? Where like, if your family is there, just don't.
Okay, I was wondering where you were gonna go with that. It's a team sport.
Not like team. I mean like, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not like the whole junior varsity and varsity together. I mean, 1-on-1.
It's not a team sport. 1-on-1. It's a private match.
Sure, private match. It's tennis.
I would say just tell him.
But not doubles.
This is private. Let's not do this.
Yeah.
Like you can say that. You can say no. Let's do this later.
You literally can just say no.
Yeah.
So I
mean, I hope she can. I don't know what else is going on there, but I want to go into that. But
I don't know. This is fishy. Like, my husband does sex in front of his family with me.
Yeah.
With me.
But
does that maybe it's like one of those you're on vacation, and even though you can hear through the walls, he's just like going pound town, and I don't know. I feel like you should just try and like back away from the situation when you're near your family.
Yeah.
And just put on the chastity belt until you get home. And then,
don't perform for grandma.
No, grandma's good.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, these solutions they're in your court. Okay.
All right, we got a couple more.
Okay.
All right, Burger King, Wendy's, or McDonald's.
Oh boy. I got to do a mix and mash.
Okay.
McDonald's for breakfast.
Oh, definitely.
Wendy's for fries. Burger King for burger.
I don't like Burger King burgers. Yeah.
What?
Wendy's burgers for me, man.
I do love Wendy's burgers.
Wendy's burgers are the king of fast food burgers.
Okay.
For me.
Now, see, the only reason I like Burger King's is because they have the perfect like mixture of mustard and onion like on there, and it's like got this really powerful like kick to it.
I'm like a plain burger person.
Oh, so
I like the burger, the cheese.
Then I'll probably go to
condiment,
Wendy's.
Sometimes Wendy's has a perfect moment.
Yeah, but Wendy's fries, man. Ever since they did that sea salt thing.
McDonald's fries still do it for me.
Yeah.
I work right next to McDonald's. I pass it every day, and it's right next to work.
Like Pepe Le Pew, like floating with the smoke.
And every day I drive by it, and there's nothing better for breakfast than a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. The biscuit. Oh my gosh. I've had to say to myself, no, Friday treat. This is a Friday treat.
The diarrhea that follows.
And the day
is so sweet.
I get that anyway now.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm fine. I get that anyway.
What I'm going to call it now is I get the Vlad days. I get the Vlads. When I eat breakfast at McDonald's, I get the Vlads.
Yeah, but the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
So good.
That's my... I have to discipline myself. Friday.
Friday.
The day we're shooting this, tomorrow is Friday, so tomorrow on my way to work.
Have you had the McGriddles? Do you like them?
They're okay. Nothing beats the biscuit.
They are diabetes buns.
Everything. Everything there is diabetes buns.
Buns. They give me diabetes buns. Okay.
Okay. Well, let's do one more.
Okay, one more.
Okay. I was thinking.
Okay.
This is not me. This is the person asking the question in Yahoo Answers.
Okay.
I was thinking of asking a girl to marry me on Facebook Messenger. Is that a good idea?
I thought they would say like LOL. They literally are asking if that's a good idea.
They're legitimately asking, is this a good idea? Let me see if there's any more information here. But yeah, is that a good idea?
Now, the only thing that I could attest to this being like at least partly credible is like I first started fraternizing with my now wife on AIM.
Okay.
But I did not ask any major like life-changing questions on AIM.
No.
You know?
Not. Yeah.
Like, I mean, maybe after we were already dating for like 5 years, I was like, hey, maybe we should buy this house and change our lives forever. That was because I already knew. I didn't say, you know what? I'd love to marry you. Smiley, like
and
an
in your
emoji
mind,
of a ring.
As you're like saying that, you're like, I'd like to marry you. You know, and it's that. But in anyone who's receiving the message, it's
marry me and ASCII. I need to ASCII you something.
So, no.
Nope.
No.
I would say, you could like set up the proposal on Facebook Messenger, like set up the date and.
I want to know. Have you met this person in person?
Ooh.
How do you know you're not being catfished?
What if it's a bot?
Oh gosh.
Chatbots.
I was telling you about what happened to me in a chatbot earlier.
You've had a chatbot situation.
I was unexpected. I thought I knew her. It's like, do you like sex? I'm like, only with my wife. And then her blocked.
Gotta go.
And then
you had an unfriended situation. Stuck your hand in the blender. You're okay.
I'm okay.
Yeah, you're doing all right.
Yeah.
You heal great.
At least the hands do.
If you really need advice, you should ask us.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't expect results. Right? Is that fair?
Well, you should expect results. We always deliver results. It may not be the results you want.
Yeah. You can expect an answer.
You will get an answer.
But will it be textbook?
Oh, no. Nothing we do here is textbook.
No. Do we even have a textbook? I'm going to find a textbook. Wait a second.
Actually, we do.
We do?
Right there. This. We have a textbook on death and dying, life and living. We have that textbook.
So we have one answer that could be textbook, but you have to ask us about this.
Death
this
and
exactly.
dying, life and living.
The rest of it, we're not going to answer you textbook.
So, thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing to us. If you
must be bored,
have any questions for us, anything that you want us to answer, and if you show the comment in the comment section below, ask us questions.
I was just commenting.
You were commenting.
Because when you comment, you want anonymity. You don't want anybody to hear you.
No.
Right?
Right.
So I'm talking in front of behind your back.
That happened to me recently.
What? Is he kicking any back?
Oh, he was drunk. He was obviously drunk and definitely high on something.
He was probably positive you were a cardboard cutout.
The talking cardboard cutout.
Yeah,
it was fascinating.
Do you remember like the Chester Cheeto that you'd walk by in the store?
Oh, that scared me.
Yeah. I'm too cheesy to be easy, or stuff like that. So he was positive that you were just Chester Cheeto.